Stockton, California, officers Jimmy N. and Pancho Freer responded to the house of a man named Lance Lowe after receiving multiple calls from his neighbors about a heated domestic dispute going on inside the house between him, his children, and his girlfriend. Neighbors revealed to dispatch that Lowe had been acting strange for the past few days and they feel like he had began to lose his mind.
911, what is your emergency?
Yeah, I think the people across the street need some help. It's,
Like medical help or the police?
like, yeah, it's number.
And what do you see or what do you hear?
They're screaming, yelling, the windows are shaking. Is everything okay? I think the man is going crazy over there. He's been acting really strange the last couple of days. I just think.
Is he white, black, Hispanic, Asian?
He's black. But I don't really know what's going on, but I see the windows shaking, the lady screaming, yelling for help. I'm not sure. I think the kids may be at school, but it looks pretty serious over there.
911, what is your emergency?
There's a domestic disturbance at my next door neighbor's house.
Do you know their apartment number? Or their address? Okay, what is your address?
I see the wife leaving now, so I don't. Her shirt is ripped.
And there's a male and a female?
Huh?
There's a male and a female?
Yes, a male and a female and a child. It looks like the female's bleeding.
When police arrived at the house, they knocked on the door to see what was going on inside, but when Lowe answered the door, unfortunately for the officers, he had no plans on talking to them.
Please.
Hey, police.
Hello.
58 shots fired, my partner is down. Code 3 now.
2 days for 58?
Shots fired, my partner is down. Jimmy? Jimmy, stay with me! Jimmy?
Officer Jimmy N. was unfortunately shot multiple times and killed, but his partner was able to retreat back to the patrol car, and this is when Lowe came out the house holding his child at gunpoint. Fortunately, the child was unharmed as the neighbor tackled Lowe and held on long enough for Officer Freer to run up and shoot and ultimately kill Lowe.
Let him go! Let him go! Let go of the kid! Hey, firm, we're on the corner. Hey, watch!
Robert Fitzkin was a 27-year-old man that lived with his mother named Suzanne, but when Robert's mother met and got into a relationship with a man named Rich Shorten, he also moved in with her. And this is when Robert noticed that his mother began to pressure him to find his own place when she had never done so before, and this led Robert to believe that Rich was behind his mother pressuring him to move out all of a sudden. So instead of talking it out with Rich and his mother, Robert decided to set Rich up, and on October 21st, 2016, when Rich and his brother arrived at the house in Tennessee, they would be in for an unpleasant surprise. Robert shot Rich in the back with a shotgun as he tried to run away, and Rich ended up passing away on the scene. Robert then turned himself in and was charged with first-degree murder and sentenced to 60 years in prison. In Daytona Beach, Florida, a man named Othal Wallace was approached by an officer named Jason Raynor after receiving a call about a suspicious man that seemed to be walking around aimlessly in an apartment complex. And when the officer arrived to question Wallace about what he was doing, Wallace became annoyed and didn't want to talk and tried to walk away, but the officer wouldn't let him. And this is when a brief scuffle ensued before Wallace would pull a gun and change Jason Raynor's life forever.
How's it going? Do you live here? What's going on? Sit down. Sit. Sir. Can you sit down? I'll talk to you.
Okay,
Stop.
no, come on now.
Sit.
Come on now.
Sit.
Don't do this.
Sit down.
Why are you asking me do I live here?
Do you live here? Yes or no?
What's going on though? Who?
Charlie 77.
No, back up.
Stop.
Man.
Stop. Stop. Stop, man.
After pulling his gun, Wallace shot Raynor, who was in critical condition, once in the head, and after being on the run for months, Wallace was found hiding in Georgia and was transported back to Florida, where he will face attempted murder charges. In Woodside, Queens, a man named Christopher Prusa, who had a history of violating women, was caught on the street surveillance camera stalking a woman all the way to her apartment. And while the woman has her back turned and is seen trying to put her key in the door, Prusa walks up behind her and tries to grab and violate her. Fortunately, the woman was able to get away and call the cops, and it didn't take long before Prusa was arrested and charged with stalking, attempted rape, and possession of drugs. In San Francisco, California, a woman was walking down the sidewalk, and this is when a random man walked up to her and began to viciously attack her by punching and stabbing her for no reason. Beating lasted for several minutes before the hooded assailant ran away, and the woman sustained multiple injuries and lacerations to her body, but fortunately suffered no fatal injuries. And to this day, the man responsible for this crime is still unknown.